Now, you kids sit tight, 'cause I've got a tale to tell you about a day that started out like any other. Blue skies, the smell of fresh hay, and me just a boy with chores on my list and trouble nowhere in sight. This was the summer of 1954. I was 16, just old enough to think I knew everything and young enough to be real wrong about that. That day, my daddy had me stacking hay bales in the old barn, dry as tinder. That barn hadn't seen a good rain in weeks. Now, I don't rightly remember how it started. Some say it was a spark from the tractor. Others reckon it was sunlight hitting a broken bottle just right. All I know is, one second I was stacking hay and the next, the barn was breathing fire like a dragon. It started with a soft crack, then a whoosh, and then that old barn lit up like the 4th of July. I ran out screaming, lungs full of smoke, heart beating like a war drum. Daddy came running from the pasture, eyes wide, hollering for water, for buckets, for the Lord himself. Mama was already out the door, apron flying behind her like a battle flag. And me? I just stood there frozen, watching everything we'd built turn black. But that's when it happened. Old man Weller showed up first. 60 if he was a day limping from a bad hip, but he brought 3 buckets and a heart full of grit. Right behind him was the Sullivan family, 5 kids and a station wagon full of wet towels and hope. And it didn't stop there. Farmer Jenkins rolled in on his tractor, pulling a water tank. Miss Bell from the diner brought lemonade and ice packs. Even Pastor Ray showed up in his Sunday best, sleeves rolled up and sweating like a sinner in confession. And just like that, the whole town was there. No alarms, no phones, just word of mouth, neighbor to neighbor. That's how it worked back then. You didn't ask, you didn't wait, you just came. The fire fought back hard, spitting sparks into the sky. Heat like an oven turned to fury. But we fought harder. We passed buckets in a line from the well like some kind of human chain of love and desperation. And you know what? We saved it. Not the whole barn. That corner with the loft caved in, but the animals, the tools, most of the feed, they all made it through. We stood there in the smoldering mess, covered in soot, smelling like smoke and sweat and singed hair. But we were together, laughing, crying, thanking God out loud with blackened hands and tired eyes. That day taught me something no school ever could. When things go up in flames, literal or otherwise, the true measure of a town, of a person, isn't in what they have, but in what they give when someone's in trouble. No fancy fire department, no sirens, no government rescue, just people, good people, with buckets, love, and a whole lot of heart. So yeah, I remember that day, not for what we lost, but for what we found. Community, courage, and a kind of unity I pray the world never forgets. Now, that old barn's long gone, but the folks who showed up that day, their spirit's still right here in every neighbor who lends a hand without asking. So next time you see smoke on the horizon, don't wait for someone else. Grab your bucket, friend. The world needs more folks like that.